Donald Trump has doubled down on his plans for America to, in his words, take over Gaza after talks with Jordan's King Abdullah at the White House. The king skirted the issue when asked by reporters after the meeting, saying it would be discussed with regional leaders. Trump repeated his claims that the 2 million Palestinians living in Gaza would voluntarily leave for Jordan and Egypt. He backed down on earlier threats to withhold foreign aid from the longtime allies if they didn't accept his plan. Top UN human rights representatives have said Trump's plan amounts to ethnic cleansing. The forcible displacement of Gazans would be considered a war crime under the Geneva Convention. Well, here's what Trump has had to say during his meeting with the Jordanian king.
We're going to have Gaza. We don't have to buy. There's nothing to buy. We will have Gaza.
What does that mean?
No reason to buy. There is nothing to buy. It's Gaza. It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it. We're going to get it going eventually, where a lot of jobs are going to be created for the people in the Middle East. It's going to be for the people in the Middle East, but I think it can be a diamond. It can be an absolute tremendous asset for the Middle East, and you're going to have peace. It's going to bring peace in the Middle East. Gaza, the way it is right now, every 10 years you're going to have the same thing happening. I've watched it so long, all the death and destruction of Gaza.
Now, in turn, the King of Jordan was asked for his reaction to Trump's proposal of the US taking control of the Gaza Strip.
The president is looking at Egypt coming to present their plan. As I said, we will be in Saudi Arabia to discuss how we can work with the president and with the United States. So I think let's wait until the Egyptians can come and present it to the president and not get ahead of ourselves.
But for now, I'm joined by Giorgio Cafiero, Middle East analyst, CEO and founder of Gulf State Analytics, and an adjunct assistant professor at Georgetown University. Welcome to you. Trump has doubled down, as you just heard. He wants to take Gaza and relocate Gazans in Jordan and Egypt. What is he likely to be getting in the way of answers from countries like Jordan?
Thank you. Good to be on your program. To be sure, Trump's plan is far-fetched. It's totally unrealistic. So much about it is unclear. But there are very serious repercussions just stemming from the fact that he is pushing for this plan of his. To get to your question, Arab states are very clear about where they stand. They are firmly opposed to any forceful displacement of Palestinians from Gaza into Egypt, Jordan, the Gulf, anywhere in the Arab world. Their firm position is that Palestinians have a right to be in Palestine and they belong in Palestine, not any other Arab country. And the issue regarding a potential Nakba 2.0, which, to be frank, is what this plan would amount to if implemented, is something that creates a lot of sensitive dynamics in Arab societies. And if a country like Egypt or Jordan were to ever be complicit with such a plan, that would do a lot to undermine the legitimacy of those governments in the eyes of their own citizens and citizens throughout the wider Arab region. And any sort of implementation of this plan could fuel a tremendous amount of chaos and instability in these countries, whose stability is very important not only to other countries in the region, in the Arab region, but also to Israel and Western countries too.
Giorgio, you say it's unrealistic. You're not alone in saying that, and yet we kind of have to take it seriously. Is there a chance that Trump is hoping to achieve something else by standing by such an incredibly, even by his standards, bold plan?
There are a number of explanations as to why Trump keeps on talking about this plan. It could be the case that Trump believes it's realistic and thinks it's a good idea, thinks it would be noble for the U.S. to push ahead with it. There also might be something to say about this being kind of a negotiating tactic where he wants to get more support from Egypt and Jordan when it comes to the situation in Gaza or other regional issues, and sort of having such an extreme position that terrifies them. might be a way of getting more concessions from them when he backs down on this issue. It could also be the case that after he got Netanyahu to agree to the ceasefire last month, he's trying to help Netanyahu out with the very far right-wing elements in Netanyahu's government who are furious about the ceasefire being signed. It could also be the case that Trump is trying to create a lot of noise, create many distractions at a time in which he and his team are doing many power grabs domestically in the United States. I don't know what's motivating him to continue advocating for this quote-unquote real estate project in Gaza. I mean, it's a mass ethnic cleansing campaign that he's advocating. It's tough to know what Trump is thinking. Possibly Trump is the only one who really knows what he's thinking.
Middle East analyst and CEO and founder of Gulf State Analytics, Giorgio Cafiero. Thanks so much.